Hi, I'm Michelle Fajman, the Director of the Lake County Board of Elections and Registration, and today's series is going to be on absentee voting. Here's a list of various websites of ways you can obtain an absentee ballot application. So the first one is our county website, and you can print out an absentee ballot application on our site. The second one allows you to register and apply for an absentee ballot application online. Now you must have a driver's license or an Indiana state photo identification in order to use the site. The site is also great because you can verify that you are a registered voter. It will tell you your polling sites. It will give you a list of all the candidates on the ballot and keep you up to date on your status. The third one is for our military and overseas voters, and this gives them a little bit more functionality for our military and overseas voters. The last thing is our name, address, and phone number, as well as our fax number, and whenever you have questions or concerns, you can give us a call. Here's a sample of an absentee ballot application for mail. The voter must list their name, address. We prefer you give us your date of birth. It makes it easier for us to find you. The next section is if you are having your ballot mailed someplace other than your home address. Example, you are away at school or maybe a snowbird. The next section here is you must provide us with identification of who you are. So that can be your driver's license number, it can be the last 4 digits of your social security number, or your new unique voter registration number. In a primary election, which is held in May, you would need to declare your party. The next section is for the reason you are voting absentee by mail. You must select one of the reasons in order to receive a ballot. The next section is for your signature and for you to date it. If someone is assisting you in filling out the application, the section right below it is for your assistor. The ways to return your absentee ballot application is you can mail it to the address provided. You can fax it, you can email it, or it can be hand delivered. Once your application is received and approved, you will receive your ballot in the mail. And inside this envelope will be all these materials. So you will have a list of the candidates. You will have your ballot affidavit envelope, a secrecy envelope, your ballot card, your voter's bill of rights, and your instructions. On the instructions, it will list everything that is to be included in your envelope. When we're ready, you will take your list of candidates and your ballot card, and you will notice on here there are numbers next to the candidates or questions. Those numbers correspond with the card. You will simply color in the number of your choice on the card. There are straight party because this is a general election. You do not have to vote straight party. You can vote for the individual candidate. If you are voting straight party, keep in mind that will only cover partisan candidates. It will not cover school board candidates and or any public questions or retention questions. Those are to be voted individually. So I'm going to color in a number, one that's not on the ballot. So say I was to color in number 5. If I changed my mind and I did not want the candidate for number 5, I would simply erase it and make another selection. If you do not feel comfortable voting with the pencil, we ask that you use the pencil and then you can go over it in ink or use ink and then go over it in pencil. The machine picks up the lead and that just helps ensure it's counted accurately. So try to use a pencil always. Once we are finished, you will take your candidates, flip it over on the back side, ensure that there are 2 sets of initials. These are Democrat and Republican initials validating your ballot card. You will also notice there are 2 sets of initials on the secrecy envelope. They don't have to be the same. These are just our staff members. The secrecy envelope serves as 2 purposes. Number 1 is that when I put my ballot card in there, no one can see who I have voted for. The second thing is, in a general election, you will notice there are write-in candidates on the ballot. If I wish to vote for a write-in, I will print in the candidate's name of my choice, the office they are running for, and which political party they are associated with. Once complete, I will take my secrecy envelope with the ballot card inside. I will place it inside the affidavit envelope, seal it, making sure I sign this. Very, very important. You must sign your ballot envelope. If someone is assisting you, they will sign and print their name at the bottom. Now the ways to return your ballot. On the back side of the envelope that came in with all your materials, it tells you exactly what to do. By placing your ballot in the envelope, you can then place this in the post office. Postage is paid on our envelope. You do not need to do anything. This can also be hand delivered by you or a family member. Keep in mind, if anyone other than yourself is returning the absentee ballot application, they will be asked to fill out an ABS 17, and that is an affidavit of an individual filing an absentee ballot application with the county. The only people allowed to return your ballot are you as the voter, a bonded courier such as the post office, or your family member, or an attorney in fact. Once they return it, they are required to fill out the ABS 19 form, showing proof of who returned it. Keep in mind, on the ABS absentee ballot applications, anyone can return it, and if it is someone other than yourself, again, they will be asked to fill out an affidavit showing they brought it in for you. Let's say you get your ballot and you decided, I've changed my mind. I would rather vote at the polls on election day or at one of the early voting locations. That's fine. Simply gather up all your materials, put it back in the original envelope, and take it with you to one of our 11 early voting locations or to the polls on election day, and they will let you vote on the actual voting machine. If, by chance, a certain amount of time has expired and you've never received your ballot, you can contact us and we will give you a new replacement ballot. You'll fill out an affidavit first, which is an ABS 5. That's authorizing a new ballot for you, and we'll send that out. If on election day you never received it by it, and you go to the polls, you let them know that it never came, they'll give you a PRE 5. But don't worry about the acronyms and the numbers. The poll workers, the inspectors, and the early voting workers know exactly what to do to ensure that you can cast your vote prior to election or on election day. Thanks for watching on how to apply for an absentee ballot. Remember, if you need an application or want to apply online, you can come to one of our many websites to get an absentee ballot application. IndianaVoters.com, LakeCountyIN.org, or if you're a member of our military service family, you can go to www.fvap.gov. Thanks for watching.